Hello everyone, welcome back in Tech Session 21. So guys, today's session I'll show you and how to set up the pipeline structure and all in the your respective branch, and also for VS Code integration, GitHub Copilot and all. So however, I already covered in the previous sessions, right? If you go through the all sequence order, you just definitely learn from there. But for the high overview purpose, I'll go from the VS Code and show you. So let me go for the VS Code. So here, first of all, I like to show you the design pattern. Whatever I show you in this the last session, I'll show you this readme.md file. So if you can see readme.md file, clear instructions there, the projects and all. Okay, even also cover the naming convention, how you follow, and everything is the project structure I define in this readme.md file. So this is basically a guideline for your project, or how you can start here, how the naming convention follow. So this is a resource naming convention, reason, environment, null, and the type, the format also given, like which resource naming convention you follow, storage account format also, container also, naming rules and construction also I given their detail. All right, region, location, best practice also described in this document, validation, and the project structure also, like whatever I follow currently, whatever structure is running here, you see. So top of that you can see, here, like pipeline template variable. So the same structure, in top of that you see the pipeline inside there. Once you expand the pipeline, you will go to pipeline 1, 2 and 3, and similar go for the variable, just expand this, you will find the common infra vars file. And once you expand template, you will see the template here, right? And after that we have an environment. So environment, we are taking care dev and prod. So here the root module is a part of dev and prod. So these environment basically calling to your module. So this is a child module, networking, storage and virtual machine. So demonstration purpose, I consider only 3 modules. Simply you can add multiple module based on your requirement, right? So same way you can use and then call to your respected environment root module. So dev, once you expand dev, you can see the main.tf file. Basically main.tf file is our resource configuration. Then our modules calling here, you see the module we are calling to module inside the networking. So how we are calling a naming convention also you can update, or also update according to your structure. Okay, then tag we are following. So for now I'm just using a environment name, so accordingly you can configure. And similar for the next module, it calling to storage. So this is the next module is calling to like this. Okay, and third one is related to virtual machine, so that we define in here, and the resource tag we are using, and dbvm we are using. All right, like this we are creating here. So this look like calling our child module to root, how you call. Okay, if you are going to prod, yes, similar you can go the same structure we are following here, and same module is calling to our module. So that's why child module are visible, that can be integrate and configure look like here. In talking about the prod.tfr, so this is our actual configuration. Basically we are managing the configuration in tfr based on your environment. Production may be different configuration, dev environment different configuration, so better you just update your tfrs accordingly. And same module structure you can utilize for different project as well, but tfrs will not be remain same. Okay, so that information, make sure this information is project to project, but yes, configuration logic structure will remain same. Okay, even child module will remain same if there is no configuration. If you see, just expand here, there is no value we provided here. All value as a dynamic, so all values coming in the string value or list value, map value, so that's we are using. So same structure you can follow for other project here, right? Coming to next, so module you are clear, then root module as an environment we are using, you clear, variable you are clear, pipeline and templates you are clear. This is the structure currently we are following the DevOps side, and I'll go to the pipeline configuration, how calling here. So let me start with pipeline while. Okay, coming to next, so module ready, root module is done. Now I already explained the variable. If you have just expand here, So variable, what information we are using? We are using the common detail, right? Service connection name, and that value we are passing like this, and also we providing the location, and then value, the project name, the region, and the Terraform version. So these values are common basically. So we are passing from a common VARS file. Okay. Now coming to templates. So first I'll show you the templates. Okay. So root and child mode ready, common variable ready. So first you go to the template first one. Okay. So here you see the pipeline. So this is a template basically. Okay. So first we need to create template. So template maintain all the configuration, calling to root module and variable, dynamic configuration, everything. Okay. So here you see this value we are passing in the parameter is a string value, and then we start the stage. Okay. Stage we are set up and just giving the name Terraform backend. Then we configuration display name environment, and then we add the template that we are calling to variable file. Okay, here you see line number 21. So template path, so we define the path dot yani first audio pipeline, then second is variable, and then next go to the next folder structure. Okay, so like this is a structure. Okay, once you call this module, go one dot, then second dot, after that variable and all. Okay, so two label that we are going to pass, and then we are providing path is a common, so we are not adding here dynamic name because common. Okay, that's fine. And after that line number 22 to 27 we are defining dynamic. Okay, so we set up the backend resource group name. Okay, resource group name, what naming convention follow? As per documentation we are following naming convention, and we decided the format like this rg, after that the one value will put it from there. So first rg, after that variable dot project name come up in that 0, and then one variable dot region, and then tf state is a hard coded value. After that 2 would be the parameter dot environment dash 01. Okay, this kind of the naming convention will follow to create backend resource group. Similar for backend storage group, format is storage, after that 0 would be the project name, variable dot project name, that is pick up from there, and then variable dot region parameter, and then 01. Okay, that would be the storage naming convention. Similar for backend container, so container would be like this. Okay, that you can follow there. And after that you decided to configure and ready, then you can go for this job. So once we configure everything, then go to the job, and we're defining the configuration like display environment staging. Then we are set up the task, will create the backend resource. All right, create a backend resources. So we are creating resource group here, and dot value coming from dynamic here. You see environment. Similar for storage, we are creating like this. This is the next storage one. First we create a resource group, second is storage, then we are setting the storage account key, and then finally we creating container. Okay, so this template only take care of this configuration. Okay, top of this template we have a pipeline. So pipeline 1. Okay, so first is a template 1, right, that is calling to your root module and all. So here only we are defining the backend configuration, not calling to your root module, because before start deployment we need to set up backend. So we are defining inline script to create storage and all. Okay, so this is a template, and it's calling to dynamic configuration from common variable and all, and top of that we have a pipeline. So pipeline simple, you see that is a pipeline name, trigger, pool name, we decided which one you need to, parameter, whatever parameter we are providing UI like input you need to decide before going to take our pipeline. Then variable also we are calling here, then stage we are calling to template path of backend. So this is the name, you see one dot template at Terraform backend, right, this is the file name. The parameter, whatever we are providing this string value, that need to be called here, parameter environment dap prod, right, so this is calling here. Service connection is from variable, string, and project name, these value we are passing. Okay, similar go for the other pipeline. All right guys, so now next one is second pipeline. Okay, so before going to pipeline we'll go for the template. So this is the template, this is a template infra template. So here you see The parameter that we are passing is string value, environment, service connection, project, and then location and Terraform action, and after that we provide the default value plan here, plan, apply, destroy. And coming to next, that is we stage we define here. Stage, you see the same condition we define here, the stage, display, then variable we are passing, and after that we are calling to variable template also, right? That is we are calling. After that we are defining the backend resource group and all. So whatever naming convention we are following for backend, similar we are following here. So we don't need to provide any configuration hard coded or from the variable. Okay, so that is we decided here based on our current value of project, location, backed, and we provide here as a dynamic here, so it will automatically find the backend resource group. So before going to start resources, yes, you need a storage resource group container, right? That already created by first pipeline, and we are just calling that resources here. So naming convention we are following as in dynamic. Okay, coming to first job. So first job you take care is deployment job. Okay, so here we decided the steps, and then checkout, we are the current repository, we are providing checkout. Then we need to install the Terraform installation because that is the first task needed. After that, once you are all sure, then need to be initialize your directory, right? Initialize the Terraform directory, then you need to call to working directory path, then backend resource ARM. So that is our parameter we are passing, so this value coming like this. Then backend resource group RG project, that is also dynamic, so we don't need to update value in anywhere. This is completely dynamic, you can completely use for other project also. Terraform validate, then we are going to for plan. Yes, plan will need it to TFVars file, so you can see var dash files equal to parameter environment and TFVar, so it going to in working directory, then it easily identify on that one. And then public plan results is needed to that will display, then go for the other condition. So next condition is here, you see the parameter Terraform action is apply, then we'll go for this task. If it's destroy, then it will go for this one. Okay, so that is we decided in the single stage. And top of that we have a pipeline, so pipeline go for the second one. Okay, second pipeline you go there and just check infra deployment, and this is a configuration we are following, and this value we are providing UI. When you trigger the pipeline, make sure to provide input here, then calling variable, and the template, this is the calling to pipeline. So all main configuration in backend on template side. And third one you see the template we are using only 2, 1 and 2, but pipeline we are using third because that is we can call to multiple pipeline. Okay, so next is a pipeline destroy. So here you see that input value we are passing from here. Yes, we are providing variable we are passing, and you see same template we are calling for third pipeline as well, template to this one. Why? Because all the configuration is available in Terraform or template one, template Terraform, this one, template 2.template infra. That template will maintain all the configuration, and just we create a new pipeline, name it destroy, it calling to our stage and the task based on the configuration here. So no configuration, same configuration that we are using for pipeline 2, similar for destroy, but it will act according to condition that managing in the template side. Okay, here you see if is going to destroy, the make sure parameter Terraform action destroy. So if you provide the input destroy, then it will trigger this task. Okay, if you go to apply, then it will take care this task. Plan will no condition here, plan will take care for plan and apply. Either you trigger for plan, then it will trigger, or for plan it will also trigger. Okay, so based on that you can decide it. So that's how the pipeline structure we defining. That is very dynamic and easily understandable. Okay, that's guys for today's session, and we will show you actual deployment to Azure, right? That's it. Thank you.